Right, so
There wasn't
is
an
there a
order.
road map?
Waivers. Skifta. Solvency. Biotech. Competitiveness. Everyone good to go? Waivers not going forth. There's no offense on the flow of permutation, just against the competition. Extend one argument that says the perception is key argument. Only signal can solve. That's a Brown evidence indicates that unfriendly signal from Congress. The xenophobia means that even if there's a positive change in policy, it doesn't matter because the perception overwhelms. If you can see a numerous number of arguments as to why it causes massive anti-immigrant backlash because massive xenophobia on the politics idea that means it turns the entire disadvantage also means crackdown arguments on solvency are especially true. Skip it. They concede one argument throughout the debate, that's the proliferation impact. This is highlighted at the top of the 2NC. Don't allow any new choice arguments that conceded throughout. The choice of the 1AR arguments indicates it's created a manage the issue. I had intended proliferation impacts that spread throughout the globe. The impact is nuclear war. That's the highest degree of evidence. Arguments indicate even a limited nuclear war would cause immediate escalation and destroy the global climate. That means their food supply impact, which is the only thing that's going for them, would be collapsed. Also means hegemony is gone because we would be in a nuclear war with proliferant states. There's no reason as to why the argument is true. Give it 100% weight because it's conceded also fastest time frame and only the ROK can solve. They can't win the terms case arguments because our evidence indicates a close alliance can solve, which means that even if there's hegemony, that evidence is very long term. Only a short term effective alliance can be able to solve the proliferation impact and contain it, which answers their probably new argument that in the 2AR the hedge solves. Now, their Asian war card says no war will happen because denuclearization is happening. Now that's not true. Denuclearization isn't happening. Their arguments post days years by years and indicates that only U.S. South Korea effectively do it, which answers the argument, also makes an Asian war, and also evidence indicates the proliferation would be caused by economic collapse in South Korea. Are the impact to the econ impact defense that they conceded was just that the U.S. economy is resilient, not that the global economy is resilient. Means there's no chance when this argument changes the dynamic. Now, econ is also means the visa status turn is a turn because it collapses the global economy. Our evidence indicates that South Korea is uniquely key in a war they would collapse the global economy. The global economy is not resilient. We've only read evidence that the U.S. economy. The argument as to why it turns visa status means that no one has the money to come here, apply, and pay for jobs. Especially true when the economy is already low and we don't have money for scholarships. Means no visa people come here because they don't have the money to pay for the tuition. Means they can never get the green card. Now, the trade collapse doesn't matter because the specific to the RK agreement is a political agreement, not a reason as to why trade is important. It's all the reason why exports are really important. They've also conceded it's key to innovation and because it opens up markets and also allows different economic cooperation with one of the highest tech countries in the world. Proves is why it's probably very important things like biotech accelerator because we can sell markets, which means markets is more important to the overall profitability and key to the entire industry of biotech. Also true of our credibility and ability to get economic growth to sustain longer run arguments indicate growth that's only sustainable with the agreement, especially new. It's better. This is a subsumes the resiliency argument because it indicates that it's the only way we can get the leader. The resiliency argument was just a defensive argument to take out collapse. Now, past arguments indicates political capital is key to convincing people like Baucus. Read their evidence, their own Baucus evidence indicates that Obama needs his political capital to decrease it. Their evidence indicates that he didn't have it then because everyone thought the lame duck was going to fail and that he was failing, but he had huge wins from the lame duck and reached a deal effectively. Also, evidence indicates we've reached a deal and have momentum. Even if it doesn't mention Baucus by name, Baucus is the only won't pass argument in the 1AR. It's still evidence indicates we've reached a deal, we have momentum. Even if it doesn't mention by name, they would have forgotten who the chairman of the Senate was like we did. Now, the momentum indicates that we'll classify by November. Now, the massive link wall indicates it caused protectionism, unions, all lobbies, the immigrant lobbies, etc. Causes massive backlash that caused against it kills this political capital. There's no chance of a link turn because it causes overwhelming backlash, especially from unions that concede our key. Causes the overall lobby. Now, they made some arguments that cross-X, they'll probably try to bring up in the 2AR, but they have not made an argument in the 1AR as to why these link arguments aren't true, which means you can full weight unions completely backlashing against it. They also concede my uniqueness argument that unions are on board now and will get it past the cruise, why Baucus will do it. Now, Baucus likes the plan. Their evidence, there was a new deal that passed that post-dates. Their evidence indicates that it will get it passed. There's no reason as to why the argument isn't true. Their evidence, also the evidence indicates political capital will be able to pass. Also, they've conceded my argument that only the House matters. They don't answer this in the 1AR because what can get it through. Also, the uniqueness of arguments above all answer this argument and indicates that he's able to get it passed. And the Baucus, do you have that on the speech, the Baucus argument? Because my computer just died on the word. Baucus is going to get it past Ross Keeves 12, 9 cites new recent agreements. The Accord shows the FTA is partly governed by political calculations, financial integration, two economic issues, two-way trade, and BC, the Korean government has been required to produce a memorandum of beef trade. These changes, along with a few others, mean the agreement further could change in recent weeks. The more obvious one, the North Korea shelling South Korea, and the second factor is both countries need to make a clear statement in the trade system. Agriculture will clearly benefit the agreement. Baucus will handle legislative acts, the right implementation language, and move the agreement through the Senate and House. The legislation will be up and down, no amendments. The agreement with the U.S. South Korea is concluded because both governments had reasons beyond just trade economics to overcome differences. It prefers predictive and post-date. Their evidence indicates there was a recent deal. All the things like the shelling, which occurred past their evidence indicates that that's all reasons as to why Baucus come on support, because he realizes that some things are more important than the trade deal. Also, yeah, that's fine. Solvency. This is the most important part of the flow. They've conceded a couple of different arguments. First, it said the crowd-out argument. They just say it doesn't matter because domestic scientists aren't important. It's illogical. If you massively reduce the number of U.S. people enrolled in science, then that means we have an overall lower amount of domestic workforce. It means that the net number of people here are their immigration key card just as they're 20% more likely to get patents. Not a reason why you'd overhaul innovation. Also, would dwarf that because it would massively reduce the overall number, which still means that there's a very low chance of solvency. Also, they've conceded the argument that they return home, which is an argument as to why it doesn't solve hedge, or the biotech industry, because they'll return home. That's the markup which indicates that there's no chance. They've also conceded there's no jobs because they're bad outside the military. The 1AR just says, okay, there's no jobs, that doesn't matter. That is illogical. The jobs matter. They concede my argument that they work as janitors. This is study which indicates that high-skilled workers people never get jobs outside in key places where they thrive. They won't get biotech jobs. It's especially true in a bad economy where there's not jobs there. This is conceded argument. Should you give full weight to it? Biotech. It's resilient because there's no collapse empirically proven by recent news in which indicates the fastest growing leader. Their human capital argument, they conceded a qualification argument that is just hyped from the biotech industry because they want more cheap labor. Prefer this because there's no chance, because the recent economy means that they won't collapse. Competitiveness. We're tech dominant now. We have enough innovation to be solved, especially true in a world of skift and passes. We'll still have enough tech to maintain the global leader, and they need to climb to be very small and be outweighed by skift.
How much time do we have?
6:28.
Let's call out. This is Carlotta. Okay.
6:16.
Put it here.
Please.
Sure. I just want to back away. Yep.
Yeah, just listen to the call. There hasn't been yet. Do you need anything? You got that right here, John.
I'm not gonna read your notes over your shoulder, it's okay.
Oh, you're fine.